Hello students, welcome back to online classes. I hope you all are safe and sound at home. Today we are going to continue with the second part of the same chapter, that is ratio and proportion. And a very new topic is what is direct variation. So let us see what is direct variation. An increase in one quantity causes an increase in another quantity. So if we are assuming two quantities, that is x and y, so if x is going to increase, definitely y is also going to increase, and if x is going to decrease, definitely there will be a decrease in y also. Let us see with the help of an example. If a car takes 10 minutes to travel a distance of 1 kilometer, similarly a car is going to take 20 minutes to travel 2 kilometer, 30 minutes to travel 3 kilometer, and 40 minutes to travel 4 kilometer. So if we are assuming time as x and distance as y, so you can see if there is an increase in x, definitely there will be an increase in y also. Now let us see a relationship between x and y. So x upon y is equal to k, where k is called a proportionality constant. So from the above example we can see that if we are going to find out the ratio of x and y, that is 10:1, is always a constant 10. 20 upon 2 is equal to 10. 30 upon 3 is also coming 10, and 40 upon 4 is also coming 10. So over here 10 is called a proportionality constant, or x upon y is equal to k. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us see some examples to make your concept more clear and how we are going to face the problem related to direct variation. If the cost of 3 meter cloth is rupees 300, then what will be the cost of 9 meter of cloth? So over here you have to write the given numbers in proportion. So how you are going to write the given number in proportion is x1 upon x2 is equal and y1 upon y2. So from here we can write a proportion as x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2. Now x1 is given as 3 meter and y1 is given as 300 rupees 300. X2 is given as 9 meter and y2 is unknown to you. So when you are going to cross multiply, you are going to get a as rupees 900, that is y2, the value of y2 is rupees 900. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us move to another topic, that is indirect variation. So what is indirect variation? An increase in one quantity causes a decrease in another quantity. Now over here the case is inverse, and a decrease in one quantity causes an increase in another quantity. So let us assume two quantities x and y. So if there is an increase in y, x, there will be a decrease in y, and if there is a decrease in x, then there will be a increase in y. So let us see with the help of an example. Suppose I have 20 sweets with me, and I have to distribute that 20 sweets to 20 children. So the number of sweets that each child is going to get is 1. Now suppose if I have to distribute 10 sweets to 10 children, so the number of sweets that each child is going to get is 2. Suppose there are 5 children and I have to distribute 20 sweets to each child, so each child is going to get 4 sweets. In the same way, if I have 2 children, then each children is going to get 10 sweets, and suppose if there is 1 child, so each child is going to get 20 sweets. So we can see that as x is decreasing, y is increasing. So over here we can see a relationship between x and y, that is x into y is equal to k, that is constant. So when we are going to find out the product of x and y, that is 20 into 1 is equal to 20, 10 into 2 is equal to 20, 5 into 4 is equal to 20, 2 into 10 is equal to 20, and 1 into 20 is equal to 20. So over here 20 is a proportionality constant, that is K. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us see one example to make your concepts more clear. A car takes 2 hours to complete a certain journey at 60 km per hour. So how much time will it take to complete the same journey at a speed of 80 km per hour? So over here you can see speed is x1 and x2 and time is y2 upon y1. Why I have taken y2 upon y1? Because it is a inverse case. So the proportion can be written as x1 upon x2 is equal to y2 upon y1. So x1 is 60 and x2 is 80. So 60 upon 80 is equal to, now y2 is unknown, so I have taken y2 as a and y1 is 2. So when we are going to cross multiply, we are going to get 80 into a is equal to 60 into 2. So from here we can find out the value of a, that is 3 upon 2 hours or 1.5 hours. I hope all the topics and examples are very much clear to everyone. Next time when we are going to meet, I am going to start with the third part of this chapter. Till then, be safe and goodbye.